So you want to know how to get easy arena points, huh? Fast arena points, eh? Well, guess what? You clicked on the right video. Now we're going to start out this video with the fastest way, which is going to be your sweat way. Then we're going to hop into the average player way, which is still going to get you a lot of points pretty quick, but a little bit slower. Then we're going to jump into the bot way. Now I assume everybody that's watching this video probably wants to see them ways, because I'm going to show you some crazy hiding spots. I'm going to show you some places where you may not ever run into another player and you still get top 3. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video, drop your boy a thumbs up, and let's get right into it. Now there's a lot of ways to get arena points, but the quickest is always going to be popping off. If you have 20 kills and you get second place, you're going to get a lot of points, and if you're doing this consistently, you're going to reach champs in just a few short days. So if you're a sweat or even an average player, you should be dropping these hot drops and going for kills, especially between division 0 and 4, because you're not going to be losing any bus fare, so you're only going to be gaining points every time you get a kill. And if you end up having a pop-off game, 8, 9, 10 kills and a win, you're going to get a lot of points from that. Now let's say you consider yourself a bot. What if you're actually not a bot? You should also try out this method, drop hot, see if you can get some kills, and if you do, keep doing it. Don't sell yourself short and think that you can't keep up with these guys, because if you're getting kills in pubs, you can probably get kills in here. Now of course you're going to run into some sweaty players. I run into them all the time. I run into Scope, Booga, all these different players, and I get clapped. So don't be scared to get killed every once in a while. You're going to run into other players that aren't as good, and you're going to be able to pick up kills too. So as a reference, I started this game out with 180 points. I ended up with 7 kills, gained a total of 200 points. Now let's say you're more of an average passive player and you're dying a lot off rip. Then what you're going to want to do is find you a place where you can get looted up, shielded up, and get you some mats. So then this way you're not dying off 50-50s. Because when you're dropping hot, you may end up with an AK, your opponent may end up with an SMG, and obviously we know who's going to win. So now this method is going to ensure that you get an SMG, you get a shotgun, and you get them builds to be able to protect yourself with max shield. So I'm going to show y'all 2 different drop spots. This one right here is a guaranteed 100 shield off rip from the shield truck, plus you got the lighthouse. You will have people over in Sleepy, but not as much as you're going to have in the other big POIs. So you can loot all this, get you 100 shield, swim across, get you max brick, max wood, then loot all the houses and move into the circle. Now one of the best things you can do playing Fortnite competitively is find you a home, and what I mean by a home is pick you a drop spot that you can absolutely own. You know every inch of it, you know where all the chests, all the floor spawns are, and every time somebody 50-50s you, you win because you know where everything is. So find you a nice little beach home like this, get looted up, kitted up, then move into zone and start fighting fights that you know you can win. If you don't think you can win, then just play passive, but if you think you can win, go get them points. Okay, now that we've talked about the sweat way and the average player way, let's get on to the bot way. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways where you can do this. The first one's going to be landing on these barrels in the front of the ship. Now keep in mind, people do use visuals and they will be able to see you up here if you're moving around. So the best thing for you to do is just stay put, move right here to the front, and don't move. Now when it is time to move and you got to get into zone, take a look around, make sure nobody's in the area, and once you know the coast is clear, jump onto this red umbrella. Now we was able to stay up there a long time this game. We got zone after zone after zone, and we got down to 15 players. Now what's also cool about this is everybody was fighting in this town, so there's leftover loot everywhere. Now we're down to 13 players, and look at my loadout. I have over 1,000 mats, ammo for days, 6 minis, and white health. This is a really solid method and should earn you quite a bit of placement points, and like I said, now I have all this loot, it's down to 13 players. I should go play the game normal, I should push, I should fight, I should try to win the game. Now in this strat I'm going to show you here, I invented in Chapter 1, Season 2. Yes, you heard that right, Chapter 1, Season 2. So all you're going to want to do is jump out of the bus right in the middle of the map, pull your glider and just wait here until the first zone reveals itself, then go to the middle of it. So the center of this zone is going to be on the east side of the map. It's going to be pretty much in the water sanctuary area, but I'm going to go ahead and mark that and go right to it. Now this is where things may get a little tricky, because you don't want to land somewhere where somebody's already looted it up and then you land there and they kill you while you have no loot. So you need to take a good look around and pick you a spot where you don't think anybody is. So I decided to land at these little beach cabins. I'm going to get shielded up, looted up, then I'm going to decide where I'm going to go. But you're not going to get a lot of loot from doing this, so you're going to need to decide what you're going to do. You could find you a place to camp, and now you're in the middle of zone, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get the next zone and maybe even the third one. So you find you a nice little camping spot and grind out the points. Now what you don't want to do is build you a 1x1 in the middle of zone, because that's going to be the first player that everybody pushes, because they take that as a sign of weakness. If you're boxing up and it's in the middle of the game, they're thinking, this guy doesn't want to fight. So the best thing for you to do is, now that you're in the middle of zone, find you a nice place to chill and wait until the next zone. Now there's so many cool hiding spots all over this map, you shouldn't have a problem doing that. Here in this area, I decided to build me a little pyramid, then get up on top of the rafters, and now I can destroy the pyramid and just chill here. So then the next zone reveals itself and I move over into this bush, and now we're down to 24 players. Now I end up getting in a fight with 2 other guys and end up losing pretty bad, but I did end up getting 14th place. So this strat here is definitely at the top of my list, and the reason for that is because when you're pulling your glider at the beginning and you get to see that first zone, I mean, you're getting the best position in the game, period. Now this last method I'm going to show y'all, the only person you're going to be fighting here is the storm. So if you're a player not looking to interact with other players and you just don't want to fight, but you still want to get arena points, this is going to be your strat. In this game I decided to land on the boat because there's a lot of hills here, there's fishing spots, and I'm going to get a lot of white hills so that I can survive in the storm for a long time. So now we're down to 16 players. I used everything on the boat, I picked up everything else in my inventory. You don't even need to carry guns because you're not going to run into anybody. I'm already going into 4th zone. So I swim across the water, loot the rest of the chest, fish all the rest of the fishing spots, then once I've used all that, move into chonkers. Hit me a few of these ice chests, some more med kits, some more med mist, and then ultimately I end up dying, but in 6th place. Now let's summarize this video. If you want quick points, you're going to need to drop hot. Go for as many kills as you can. Try to get in game every single game. Now if you want consistent points and you not only want to do good in arena, but you want to do good in tournaments, you need to find you a home. Find you a spot that you can own and dominate. And now if you're either a bot or someone that just don't feel like playing right now, you can pick one of them in spots. You could land up on them barrels and just sit there. That's what I did several games in a row to make this video and to also catch up on a Netflix show. Now if this ain't enough for you, you should check out my other videos on how to get easy arena points. One of them I show a tree strat and another one I show a car strat. Those two are absolutely insane as well. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it and I hope it helps y'all get easy arena points. If it did, drop me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. And if you ain't using someone's code JDubSlays.